Wynwood used to be an abandoned warehouse district. Now, it's one of the most talked about neighborhoods in all of South Florida, and the numbers of what's happening on there right now are wild. In this video, we're going over why Wynwood is attracting so much attention from renters, buyers, and investors in 2026, and what's actually driving all of that demand. Hey, before we get into it, I'm a real estate agent based here in South Florida, and Wynwood is one of those neighborhoods I get asked about constantly. Whether it's someone relocating from out of state or a local investor trying to figure out where their market is heading, Wynwood keeps popping up. Let's break down exactly what's going on there right now. And by the way, if you're looking to move to Miami, I put together a totally free Miami relocation survival guide. It includes all the popular neighborhoods people are moving to, and things like location, price points, amenities, and so much more. Wynwood is not the same neighborhood it was 5 years ago. And honestly, is not even the same neighborhood it was 2 years ago. What started as a world-famous street art district has quietly evolved into one of Miami's most desirable live, work, play communities. The art is still there, the energy is still there, but now you've got high-end restaurants, boutique fitness studios, coffee shops, rooftop bars, and a creative class of residents who actually want to live in the middle of it all. The vibe is hard to explain if you haven't been there, but once you walk those streets, you get it immediately. It doesn't feel like most of Miami. It feels like it belongs in Brooklyn or in the Arts District in LA. Except it's got year-round sunshine and water nearby. That combination is genuinely rare, and the people are starting to realize it. The development pipeline in Wynwood is one of the most aggressive we have seen in Miami in years. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars in new mixed-use projects that have been either recently delivered or are actively under construction. Developers have been betting big on this area, and the projects coming online include everything from luxury residential towers to creative residential buildings with deeded office space designed for tech companies, media brands, or artists. The city of Miami also officially expanded the Wynwood zoning overlay a couple of years back, which opened the door for taller, denser development that wasn't possible before. That's not a small thing. Zoning changes like that are usually a leading indicator of long-term growth, not a reaction to it. When you see that level of institutional and developer confidence, it's worth paying attention to. Renters are flooding into Wynwood, and that's keeping demand and rents stubbornly high. The tenant profiler here has shifted significantly. You're seeing a lot of young professionals, remote workers, and creative industry types who are choosing Wynwood, especially because of the lifestyle it offers. They want walkability, they want culture, they want to be around people who are building things. And Wynwood checks all of those boxes. Average rents in the neighborhood have held up better than a lot of other Miami submarkets because the demand isn't driven by speculation, it's driven by people who genuinely want to live there. For investors, that is exactly what you want to hear. A renter base that is sticky, that takes care of the product, and that is willing to pay a premium for the right unit. And then there's the investor side of this, because the appreciation story going on inside of Wynwood is one that most people outside of Miami do not understand. Properties in this neighborhood have seen significant value growth over the past several years, and a lot of that is tied directly to the development activity we talked about. When a new luxury product comes into a neighborhood, it rises the comp baseline for everything around it. Older buildings that were priced at one level suddenly look undervalued once the new towers start selling, a dynamic that is very much playing out in Wynwood. Add to that the overall migration into South Florida that hasn't really slowed down, and you've got a market where the fundamentals are still genuinely strong. It's not a hype by this point, it is infrastructure, it is population growth, and it is a neighborhood that is still in the middle of its transformation, not at the end of it. If you want to see how Wynwood compares to some of the other up-and-coming areas in Miami, that video is right here.